Hello, good to see you. My name's Tony, FMDNA, back for another rebuild. It's the Norwich rebuild, and when I think of Norwich, I think of Jeremy Goss, that volley against Bayern Munich, the absolute screamer. It was a great goal. So what have they won previously in the years? They have last trophy coming in 2021, winning the championship. They got a couple of Carabao Cups coming in 1985, the last one, and Sky Bet League One and English Third Division South in 1934. Right. This is going to be tough. This is going to be a tough rebuild. They're in the Premiership already, so that's a good start. But their season preview, if we take a look at it now, we are predicted to finish bottom of the table, and we're 1,000 to 1 to win the Premier League. Hopefully that's not the case in the first season. 10th place would be great, but if we can try and sneak into Europe in the first season, it'd be fantastic. Our key players are Ashika and Norman. This is at the start of the game. I've got a little bit of money, not the greatest amount, 10 million. And a little bit of wage budget to play with, but not much. If I take a look at the squad, we have a lot of players here. A lot of players are out on loan, but we do also have a lot of players in on loan. Notably, Billy Gilmore, brilliant player. And also Norman, one of our key players this season, is also in on loan. And Brandon Williams is also in on loan. And that is the problem. I'm going to show you the tactic. Left back here was fine. But Brandon Williams, we're going to play there. We've got two really good, I'm going to call them right backs. But he will play out on the left. He is a fairly strong left-footed, but very strong right-footed. He is only on loan, like I say. So I will need to replace a left back. I will need to get a left back, a proper left back with £10 million. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, this is the tactic I look to play. 4-2-3-1. The only little thing I've got a winger on the right on support, and I've got a left hand side, I've got an inside forward on attack, advanced forward attack. It's Pookie, and this is another thing. When I look at Pookie, amazing. When I do my tax testing videos, he's absolutely awesome. He's 31 years of age, and this is going to be a problem. It ain't going to be a problem for the first 2 seasons, but it will be a problem when I transition. The same thing when I've done the Lazio rebuild and had a Mobile. So good. And then when you got to replace him, it's tricky. And I'm going to try replace him later on with someone that I've not had before. That is the goal. No Sesko or Adeyemi. None of them. I'm going to try and get someone different to play up front. That's the plan. Might not be the case. Might have to bring Sesko in if I ever come and get that money. Yeah, so his contract is run out at the end of the season. I will offer him a new contract straight away. But I only extend it for about another year. So 2 years. I might stretch it to 3 years. We will see. Right, it's the 5th of July. Let's see if I get a left back in and see the other transfer. So I'll be back at the start of the season. So it's the 13th of August. The season's just about to start, and our opening game is against Man United. I did bring a left back in like I wanted to. Enzo Diaz, very good looking left back. 2.4 million as well. Not a bad price as well. Could raise to 2.6. I can have another look at him. Attributes, all good. I like him a lot. And Maximilian Weber from Slazenburg. Another one that can play left back. I have had him before. Can play centre back as well. He's really decent. And yeah, I think we're alright for left backs now. That's enough. Other than that, that's about the 10 million spent. So that's your lot. Can't see anyone else coming in unless I sell some players. No one's really gone out. They've all mostly gone out on loan. It was tricky to get rid of some of these players. But just want to get the fair season over and done with before we start really shifting everyone out and bringing a load of new guys. So yeah, 2 guys in and just some guys out on loan. If we take a look at the tactic, what is the best 11? It's a tricky one at the moment in time. Enzo could play. I'm still going to think I'm going to start a Brandon Williams at left back. Still think I'm going to start with him. He's decent. He's very decent. He's on loan. I don't like normally playing loan players. I like playing your own players to progress them to so they go on, but I will play Brandon. And then centre backs, it's going to be a tricky one. I'm really liking this guy, Andrew Obamadelli. I hope that's how you say it. I do apologise if you've seen any of my videos. I'm terrible with names, really terrible. 19 years of age, attributes, and he just looks phenomenal. 6'3". I really like the look of him, and I feel he's be here for the next 5 years unless someone offers me a stupid amount of money for him. He looks decent. So I'm going to try and give him game time. But yeah, Ben Gibson, not bad. It's just the acceleration. Sometimes Sometimes some of these players, it's the acceleration that kills them. Kabak, he's only on loan. Decent, very good player. He will play. And Weber. We have to try and fit Weber in as well. I am trying to sell some players, but like it's tricky. It's tricky. No one seems to want them. The Greek lad, left back, he's not going to play left back. He's just got not enough tackling for me. Could he play left wing and inside forward? Not really, because he's not right footed. He's not going to cut in on his. So just gonna sell him. Shadow striker wise, I've not really got too many players that can play here. I'm going to play Dow. He's okay. Just okay though. That is the worry. He's got passing's good. Vision's good. I do like a little bit more pace. I like a little bit more pace in everywhere. But yeah, we will see. Let's see how we get on this first year. I feel we should do all right. If I look at the season preview now, I don't think it's going to change. I've brought a couple of left backs. What's going to change? Anything? No, nothing's going to change. So let's get to the first season over and done with and see how well we can finish. I like to say, we only had 10 million to spend. I spent it all. We're just looking for a good top half finish this first season. And then that's when the second season is when we're going to get out all this dead wood and start afresh. Right, let's get to the end of season 1. Okay, so on the competition screen, it's the end of season 1. We got knocked out early in both cups, Arsenal, Man City, but in the league, we got 64 points. We've done really well. It's the first season in, and we've done really, really well. We have qualified for the Europa Conference League. Also, if I take a look at the Premier League of this, Pukki scoring 28 goals. This is the worry. This is the real big worry. 35 appearances, 28 goals, 7.22. The guy's awesome, but he's 32 years of age. Did offer him another contract, like I said I was going to. So he is here till next season, and then it's going to be after that is when I will really, really worry. Right, let's take a look at the transfers that I brought in January and the players that left. So I brought in 3 more players. We brought in Adam Hlozik for 7 million, could raise to 8.5 million. You're now telling me, where did you get your money from? Bear with, I will show you where the money come from. And Omer Richards, another left back from Bayern Munich for 1.2 million. I've never had him before. The guy looks absolutely awesome, and he started off not too bad. 13 appearances, 2 assists, 6.97. Early days, a good start. And Patrick De Paula, a Brazilian central midfield. We have got a few good central midfielders there like Norman, Billy Gilmore. The problem being they're both here on loan, so we do need our own player. He has played 10 times, 7 times as a sub, and he's free from the start. But he will start from next season. Right, so where did we get some of this money from? Let's check it out. We sold, if I take a look, Diaz went on loan to Boca Juniors for 1.4 million loan fee. That's a really good loan fee considering we only spent 2.4 million, 2.5 million on him. So 1.2 on loan. It's great because he's still our player. He didn't have the best start. 8 appearances, 6.66. I felt like we needed another left back. So I brought one in. And I'll say, Omer Richards looks absolutely awesome. 4.9 million for Pierre-Les Melo. He's good. He's okay. It's just, I don't know, just something about him I didn't quite like. So I just sold him for 4.9 million. And Tim Krul, 4.8 million. Could raise to 5.25. Yeah. Gone to Holland. It was okay. But you can see here, 21 appearances. Him and Gunn was showing it around a bit. 21 appearances. Conceded 41. We didn't have the best start. So had to change up a little bit. Played Tim Krul from the start, but then played Gunn in goal. Jacob Sorensen, gone to Bournemouth, 2.5 million. And who else? And just some other little cheap, 325k here, 400k here. There's a 450k here. Loads of little bits of money flying about. And yeah, that's how we got our players. If I take a look at the squad, out of them, I would say Kieran Dowell, he just surprised me. Really, really surprised me. 14 assists, was it? 13 assists, 4 goals. A really good season playing the shadow striker role. Really, really good. Also, average rating wise, have a look. We already know Pukki, 29 goals, 5 assists, 7.17. Max Aarons, he's a great right back. He's always going to play well. And Angus Gunn, like I say, took over from Krul. And he didn't do too badly. He done much better. Like I say, 17 appearances, conceding 20 goals. When you think Tim Caldwell had 21 appearances and conceded 40 goals. And I gave the youngster a few little games. I did need to give him more. I might loan him out next season because he does need to play games to progress. Or I might keep him and play him a bit more. I might. If I take a look at the finances and what we're looking at for next season, it's looking really good. 39 million to spend, 1.5 million on wage budget, and we're only spending 1 million at the moment. This is going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of players coming in. I'm just going to warn you now. There's going to be a lot of players coming in. Because I'm going to spend all that money to try and improve this squad. What do we need? Definitely another central midfielder. Like I say, Billy Gilmore and Norman here on loan. We did get the new guy, but I feel we're going to need a couple more central midfielders. Another centre-back. Another winger, maybe. Let's see. Like I say, I've got a lot of money to spend. Can have a little bit of fun with it. Let's get to the start of season 2. So we're supposed to be at the start of the season, but we're not. We're at the end of the season, and we got knocked out early in the Cups game. Well, we got to the quarter-final of the FA Cup and lost against Leeds, but we got knocked out early. The third round, the Carabao Cup against Man United, but we did finish 4th in the league, 68 points. 4 more points than last season, so second season in, we're getting better. I am worried about the third season because Pookie's not going to be here. If I take a look at the transfers, who came in, who went out, there was a lot of business as well. Let's take a look now. So the last player you saw coming was Patrick De Paula. We have brung in a fair few players. Started with Brenner, a striker. Is this going to be the guy to take over from Pookie? I hope so, but I'm still not 100% convinced, but I hope so. Then Lafont from Nantes for 11.75 million. He is going to be the new number 1 keeper. Gunn is going to be playing backup. Players that left at the start of last season, start of this season, if I can check it out. Todd Cantwell. 10 million to Bournemouth. I think that's a good bit of business. He was on loan there. I couldn't really see me playing him. Josh Sargent. He's a tricky one. Up front, I don't think he's a striker. He's not a winger. He could maybe play the inside forward role. But I've got much better players that can play that role. So we sold him for 4.3 million. When we get over to the start of this year, you can see you got, I do apologise, Sturgio. Swiss centre-back, very good, 21 years of age, great potential. The only thing I worry about, he's only 5'11". That's what I do worry about, but I'm taking a gamble. 6.25 million, I don't think it's too bad. Valenti, another centre-back. He's dropping a bit on stats, 6'2". Decent, another decent one. Do love a centre-back. Igor Gomez, 5.75 million. Play the shadow striker role maybe with Dowell, just to be competition. That's what it was supposed to be. And then Francisco Conceição, I hope that's how you say it. A really good player. The only problem is, the problem I'm going to struggle with, he's not going to play on the right because we play a winger. I want him to cross the ball in. So he's only left-footed only. He can't play on the left-hand side because we play inside forward and he's not got a right foot. So when he cuts inside, he's still going to have to use his left foot. So I'm training him to play the shadow striker role. I'm training to play shadow striker role, so hopefully that will be his position. Even though I just brought in Omer Gomez. That was supposed to be his position. And then this one, I couldn't leave this behind. Omer Select, 17.5 million. He is the best defender at the club. I've got a fair few central defenders now. He's definitely the best central defender. No more, Tony, no more. Leave it be. And then right back, Matt Mulder, a very, very good right back. Also, actually can play left back. Very strong left footed as well. But I brung him in because I did let a right back go. Max Aarons has gone to Liverpool. And then who else? I loaned in a guy, Lavia. Decent central midfielder, just for cover really. And then Hitcham. Oh, here we go. Hitcham Bodal. Oh, I do apologise. Very good looking central midfielder. And I bring another central midfielder as well. Yassin Adli looks very good as well. So I feel I've got some really good central midfielders. I spent a lot of money. You can see here 76 million. We did have a bit of money to spend and we've spent it. Basically, we spent it. Players that are noticeably Max Aarons, 34 million to Liverpool. Yeah, maybe that was a bit of a mistake. He had a fantastic season with Liverpool as well. 28 appearances, 7.30, 7.12. Yeah, maybe that was a mistake. And that was the only noticeable player gone out. A load of players gone out on loan. And some little bits here and there again, 500,000, 600k. Yeah. So it's not a bad little season. Let's now take another look at the league. Yeah, so like I said, not a bad season. 68 points, 18 goals. We lost 10, drew 8, 120. There was a major problem this season. I say the major problem. It's not a problem, but something I didn't quite understand. We're supposed to have qualified for the Conference League, but we were not in it. It did say there's 2 of us that qualified for it, whereas I believe only 1 team actually qualifies for it. Arsenal finishing in 10th place or something, and they did qualify in Europe. They won a cup last season. So I don't know if there was a mistake. There was too many teams, but we never played in it. We didn't play in it. So we weren't in the Conference League, which is a shame because I really think we could have won that. So yeah, finished 4th in the league. Champions League football next season. The team is very good. If I take a look at the team, this is it. Not the biggest of squads, but I feel it's a very, very good squad. And we did loan up the youngster, Andrew Obamadelli. Loaned him out. Yeah, went over to Spain. Played not too bad. He played 40 appearances and got a 6.92. So that's good. It's good because he's going to progress now. That's what I want. Not too sure if I'm going to play him. I don't know. He's actually, look, his stats now, his attributes are picking up. So they're telling me he's the 2nd best player at the club. Might play him. Nothing more to tell you about really, tactic wise. So this was our best 11 all season for the end of season 2. And it's a really, really decent team. A team to finish 4th in the league. How can I make this better? Maybe the striker wise, obviously Pukki's going to be gone. Another striker, competition with Brenner. A right winger. A proper right winger. I'm still not convinced about the central midfield players. They're good, but I'm not convinced. Everywhere else, I feel I'm happy. Centre back wise, like I say, I might play the youngster. Might be like that. Next season might be the best 11. But we've got a bit of money to spend. I will spend it. It's a lot as well. So I will spend it. And when we get to the start of season 3, this might have changed. Let's get to the start of season 3 now. So it's the start of season 3. It's the 3rd of September. The transfer window's shut. So if I take a look at the players that came in, we didn't bring in too many players. I don't think we needed a great deal. We did bring in Brennan Johnson from Nottingham Forest. Like I say, I wanted someone to play on the right ear, competition winger. Right foot, reasonable left foot as well, 5'10". He maybe even play the shadow striker role. We will see. And also Penamonti. I hope that's how you say it. Andrea Penamonti. A good striker. Competition for Brenner up front. And yeah, so far so good. And anyone else go out? Rashika, I sold him for 5.25 million. His mental stats weren't the best. And there's a reason why I did bring in another winger. You already saw the other winger, Brennan Johnson, and I did bring another one in to play out on the right. Anyone else go? Ben Gibson went for 1.7 million. And I think that's about it. If I go to the start, we did in Musa Barrow from Bologna. A really good striker. Really good. Well, I say he's a really good striker. He can play up front. He can play on the left. He can play on the right. Because he can play the winger role. Because he has got a good 13 crossing, dribbling 16. A lot of pace. It's good. This one, I wanted a really good backup keeper with a lot of potential. He's 18 years of age and he's got loads of potential. The problem being he can't get a proxy work permit. So I'm going to have to loan him out. And hopefully, I did know that when I signed him. But I thought I'd loan him out for a year and it'd be good. Obviously, players that left, you can see here, Pukki went to Slazenborg on a free. We didn't offer him a new contract. His contract expired. And then they picked him up. Anyone else? Gunn went out for 350k to Crystal Palace. That's why we had this youngster. Another player for 875k. Flynn Clark for 7 million could raise to 11 million. Don't you think you've ever seen him? He's been out on loan, but 7 million, I'll take it. He's actually not bad. But he must have went under the radar. I didn't really know anything about him. And then West Ham come in for him and I thought, yeah, why not? Anyone else really? Any bit of money? 1.2 million here for another player that's not really going to play. Good youngster, but feel we've got better at the team. If I take a look at the tactic and the team now, what we're looking to play. Yeah, so this is the tactic now. Still the same. Instead of Aaron Rashik on the right, because we sold him, we've got Barron now on the right. And then we've also got Brennan Johnson that can come in as well, play on the right. Concerned about Consecal. Firstly, because I struggle saying his name. And secondly, he's not a comfortable player. Well, he is accomplished playing there, but he's just, I want him to be natural shadow striker role. He's awesome. He's absolutely awesome. He's got loads of potential. When he's flipping fantastic, it's just, there's a question mark over him. Yeah, there's just a question mark over him. And then we got the striker, Piemonte, now to cover Brenner. But we're still going to go with Brenner. I would love to get Sesko in, but I'm trying not to do it. I'm trying not to get players that I've already had. It's hard. Yeah, so this is the 11. And also the youngster, I didn't loan him out, so he can come in and play and get a fair few more games under his belt. Right, that is it. Let's get to the end of Season 3. So it's the end of Season 3, and we got knocked out early in the Carabao Cup in the 4th round against Liverpool. We're getting closer though. FA Cup, we got to the semi-final. We lost against Villa. We got knocked out in the first round knockout against Barcelona. But to be fair, it was, it wasn't close. But we had a tough group to get through. We're in Group C. Second place, Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid and Olympiacos. And I think we've done all right for our first season in the Champions League. Finishing second in our group, which is very, very good. We only lost one game, 2-1 against Bayern Munich. It's just a shame that we lost against Barcelona in the first round knockout. We're not in Champions League next season. We finished 5th in the league, 64 points, 11 goal difference. We lost 12, we drew 7 and we won 19. Why are we getting worse? We got 68 points last season. We got 64 points this season. I'm blaming it all on Pukki being too old and not having a decent striker. But then Brenner did score 21 goals. He didn't have a bad season. But Pukki one season scored 28. So, it's not as good. Right, let's take a look at the players that came in for the season. So in January, we brought in 3 more players. Gabriel Vidic from Bayern Munich for 55 million. A wonder kid. Shadow striker role now, down now. And maybe even a striker. He looks really, really good. Awesome. We did loan the player, central defender, Lemonaco, because we did sell a central defender. And I just wanted another one just for backup. Despadov, 3.4 million. That was his minimum release clause. Can play on the left as an inside forward. Can play on the right side as a winger. Absolutely amazing. And he had a very good second half of the season. 9 appearances, 5 as subs, 7 goals, 3 assists with a 7.29 in the league. A very good season for him. I'm really looking forward to playing him. I reckon he's going to be pretty damn good. We did sell some players in January. Enzo Diaz for 4.9 million. Good left back, but we didn't really need him. And Valenti, 4.1 million. This is the central defender we sold. That's why I brought in the other one for cover. And then Piemonte, we sold him, even though we only got him at the start of the season for 2.7 million. He played 4 times, looked absolutely terrible. And then he's doing all right in Mexico, scoring 8 goals in 10 games. But we do have Vidic now to cover with Brenner. And even Barrow and Closet can all play up front. If I look at the finances for next season, it's 58 million. We've got a lot of money to spend again. And we've got some wage budget to play with as well. So I'm going to spend the money again for the 4th season in. We got a little bit worse this season. 4 points less than last season. Second season, we got 68 points. Third season in, 64 points. But we're qualifying for Europe every single season, which is a good thing. Starting from the bottom, season preview. Now we're up the top. Right, let's get to the start of season 4. So it's the start of season 4. It's the 1st September. The transfer window's shut. And we brung back Brandon Williams for 23.5 million. Welcome back, son. Right, play right back. Very good right back. Tell him he's the best right back at the club. But can also play left back. Wouldn't be surprised if he's the best left back at the club. Actually, I would be surprised because we do have a very good left back. Who left? Christoph Tzolis went for 20 million. And when you look at him, you think, he's phenomenal. Why did you let him go? Well, fact is, over 3 years, he didn't do the best. He scored 8 goals in 3 years, 3 seasons. That's not enough. Not as an inside forward on the left. He did play backup a lot of the time because Closet was out there. And who else come in? Renan for 12.25 million to play centre back and also left back. And he's telling me he's the best centre back at the club. Omer Salet, I don't believe that. Omer Salet is definitely the best centre-back at the club. I'm telling you now. But he's not bad. Some free transfers come in. Lookman even, came in. Like I say, squad player all day long. Left or right-hand side. Decent. James Gardner, free transfer. Another squad player. Decent. I like him. And actually he's better than I thought he was. Brian Broby came in. Supposed to be backup for Brenner. But wait and see what's happened to him. Because he's no longer backup. Aaron Ramsdale, 15.75 million, is the first choice keeper now. I don't think Lafont's going to be happy. So I expect him to go in January because he's not going to want to sit on the bench. But Ramsdale is the new number one. And then Sanderberg, 15.75 million from West Brom. Good price. They paid 17 million for him. So it didn't maybe have the best season for them. We've already started and played some games. So I'll show you that in a second. Yeah. It's not a bad price, I don't think. When you look at him, and he's telling me he's the best central midfielder at the club. And I can believe that. And he's 6'5" as well. He's got everything going for him. It's all about the height. Kuna come from Wolves for 25 million. Shadow striker, left, play out on the right, play even up front. He can play everywhere. We're getting some really good players. So who's left? Brenner, 50 million. The Tottenham. He was unhappy. I'm unhappy about that. He's not scored yet for him. I'm unhappy about that, but I had to let him go. I couldn't keep him. So I might need another striker in. This transfer window's shut. I do have a load of players that can up front, but can play up front, like Vidovic and Brian Broby. So I should be all right. He says, come January, spend the money on someone else. Adai went on the free transfer. Francisco Conceição has gone as well. I really struggled with him. 19.25 million. We made a lot of profit on him. I really struggled with him where his best position was. So it was just best for me just to get rid of him. Dowell's gone for 2.3 million. Weber's gone out on loan. The youngster Mumba, I liked him. I thought he had a good future here, but he's just not progressing as I'd like. It's mostly down to me not playing him enough really and not loaning him out enough. Sold him in the end just for some, was it 3.2 million? And then Igor Gomez, 9.75 million. Shadow striker role, he's just not going to play there no more. And then Yassine Adli, another one, decent, 6 million. We took a bit of a loss on him. He never scored, he scored one goal the first season. He's playing in central midfield. I hope that he scored a few more goals than that. He's not even making that many assists. So, yeah, he was the worst central midfielder we had and shifted him on. So, we have played some games already. If we take a look at what the games we played 3 games. And it's been a very good start. 3-0 against Everton. 5-2 against Sheffield United. And a good draw against Chelsea, considering we had Patrick De Paula sent off. So far, so good. Let's have a look at the season preview. So the season preview got us in an 8th spot. 50-1 to win the league. We've got no one in the Dream 11. Our 2 best players is Renan and Aaron Ramsdale, which is surprising. I feel like I've got some really, really good players. Vidic, Hlozik. There's some really good players. If I take a look at our best 11, this is it. And I think this is a very, very good team. Ramsdale, Richards, Renan, Soler, Williams, Berg, Patrick De Paula, Hlozik, Kuna, Despotov, Vidovic. A very, very good team. I'm loving this guy. So cheap as well. Hlozik on the left. He started really well as well. 3 appearances, 1 goal, 1 assist, 7.10. Doing really well. And Vidovic up front. And this is the maybe... He scored 3 goals so far. Might be the problem. Later on, I might actually need a striker that can score 30 goals. Sesko. No, I can't get him. Brian Broby has made 3 sub appearances and he's looked not the best, but we will see. He might improve as time goes on. Right, let's get to the end of season 4. So it's the end of season 4 and we finally won something. I'm kicking off with the Europa League. We won it 5-0 against Monaco in the final. Fantastic. Broby getting a couple of goals. Team, look at this. Vidovic, even playing in central midfield. He can play up front. He can play the shadow striker role. He can play central midfield. He can play everywhere. A very, very good result and comfortable as well. Very, very comfortable. FA Cup, we got knocked out in the 5th round. Carabao Cup, got knocked out in the 4th round. We finished 6th in the league, but 68 points. We're back to 68 points. Goldham's to 26. We lost 8. We drew 11. We won 19. If I just find we had a striker that can score 30 goals a season, we'll be up here. We'll be up here. But it's just that struggle of getting a striker that can score 30 goals a season. I mean, it is hard. Pookie scored 28 one season. Everyone else has been far, far less. Right, if I take you to look at the transfers that came in January, no one else came in. That's your lot. I didn't need anyone else. I thought this team was strong enough in January. There's one position that I'm going to say it again, one position that I really feel we need, a striker to score 30 goals a season. We're going into the 5th and final season, and how much money have they given me? 39 million and 2 million wage budget. Should I blow all that on an absolute phenomenal striker? Is there a striker out there that's going to be that good? That good. Right, let's get to the start of season 5 and let's see if we can find a striker. So it's the start of season 5. The transfer window's shut. It's the 2nd of September. We brung some more players in as per usual. We want to go out on a bang. Hopefully try and win an FA Cup or Carabao Cup. A real big push. So who do we bring in? We bring in Karim Aktürkoğlu from Dortmund, 16.25 million. He looks very good. Left, he can play on the left. He can play on the right. Shadow striker and up front. I love a player that can play in all 4 positions. And who went out? So, Lafont, I told you he was going to go. He wasn't happy. 7.25 million. He's gone. And also because the Norwegian youngster goalkeeper that didn't have a work permit has finally got one. So he can be back up for Ramsdale on the bench. And then we come in was Vitina from Porto for 40 to 45 million. Looks phenomenal. World-class midfielder. Better than Sanderberg, better than Patch de Paula. He looks absolutely awesome. Passing 18, technique 17, vision 18. The guy, agility 18. The guy is just 18. He's amazing. And you know I wanted the striker, Sesko. In the end, we went with Kyle George. 5 million, could raise to 5.6 million. Is he better than Brian Broby? That's the question. Or are they very, very similar? I feel he's just a little bit better. A little bit better. How has the league started? Well, it started not great, but we won the Super Cup. We beat Real Madrid in the final, a very, very close game. Beat him in the final, nice and comfortable in the end, 4-1. So that was amazing. And then we drew against Villa, drew against Bournemouth, but we did beat Everton. We're still unbeaten. I still have hope. We're 10th in the league. I still have hope for this final season. So at the moment in time, we've got a Super Cup to our name in Europa League. That's not bad. But can we add the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup? Let's get to the end of season 5. So it's the end of season 5. And in the Carabao Cup, we got knocked out in the 3rd round by Aston Villa on penalties. In the FA Cup, we got knocked out by Brighton 3-2 in the 5th round. We did beat Crystal Palace and Exeter. But in the Champions League... So in the group stages, we did finish top with 13 points. We only lost 1 game in our group stage. In the knockout rounds, we played Real Madrid. Again, we played them in the Super Cup, and we knew we could beat them because we beat them 4-1 in the Super Cup, and we beat them again. And then we had a tricky game against Inter Milan. And then sadly, the Barcelona game, we won 1-0 at home. Happy days, but then we got thrashed 4-0 away from home. The league, we finished 3rd in the league, 72 points, the best we've ever done in 5 years. 10 points away from winning the league. Goldham's at 26. We lost 10. We drew 6. We won 22. Just sadly, I feel we're really missing a striker. A striker that can score over 25 to 30 goals a season. That's what we're missing. And I just couldn't get one because maybe I blew all the money on that central midfielder. But yeah, I just couldn't get one. There was no more transfer news in January. We didn't have no money. And the players that you saw at the start of the season, that was it. And I thought, to be fair, I thought that was enough to win something, the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup at least. So what have we won in 5 years with Norwich? FA Cup? No. Carabao Cup? No. Champions League? No. But we did win the Europa League and the Super Cup. I will take 2 trophies. At the start of this, Norwich was season preview to finish bottom of the table, and every year we qualified for Europe. That first season, we finished, and then we were supposed to be in the Europa Conference League, but someone done the day on us and we weren't in it. But other than that, we've qualified for Europe every year, and I feel I'm just one player away from turning this Norwich team into a super team. If we take a look at our final team, this is what I would say is our best 11, and to be fair, we've got an absolute phenomenal squad now, and leaving Norwich in a fantastic position. Some of these players that are on the bench are unbelievable. So, I mean, Vidovic, we spent so much money on him. I'm saying this is the best squad, but maybe that's the best team. Maybe that's the best team. Maybe that's the best team. We've got so many great players. And yeah, I'm leaving Norwich in a fantastic position. This one position, I keep mentioning it, one position where they really struggle is a striker. Hlozic, on the inside forward, scored so many goals, 27 goals in all competitions. But I want the striker to score that. Play Hlozic up front, maybe. But this is it. Over and done with. The Norwich rebuild's done, and we've left them in a fantastic position with 2 trophies in 5 years. I am disappointed about it. But, yeah, what can you do? What can you do? I try my best. Maybe I've spent too much money in the wrong positions. Let me know. Let me know where I've gone wrong or where I've gone right. Where have I gone right? Super Cup, 4-1 against Real Madrid. Can't complain. That is it. Rebuild done of Norwich. Thank you so much for watching. I do have a giveaway at this moment in time when I hit 1,000 subscribers. A mystery football shirt giveaway. So, yeah, stay tuned and look out for the giveaway when it happens. And I will see you in the next video.